Hi, my name is Kim, and today I want to talk about a hair care product called When by Chaz. He sells his product through his website, chazdean.com, and it's also sold through QVC, a national distributor. I've been using the product for about 2 years now, and I can honestly say that I will never put shampoo on my hair again. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube talking about this product and comparing it to other products, and in all fairness, I haven't used the other products they compare it to, but I can't imagine how it would ever be the same. I'm not going to go into how you use it because I think if you go to Chaz Dean's website, or if you ever see him do a demo on QVC with his models, they thoroughly tell you how to do it and demonstrate it for you. And using the product properly is definitely necessary for you to have success with it. But I do want to talk about how you use some of the products, because I think people who are not having success with it, part of the problem is they're not using it properly. So that's key. So I wanted to mention a couple of things, a couple of tips that might help you use it more effectively. But before I do that, I want to say some things about my hair and my experience with it. Number one, my hair is natural. It's not relaxed. As I got old, I should say, as I got older, not that old, but my hair is prematurely gray, so I had to start coloring it. My hair naturally is very dark, almost black, dark brown and almost black. And as you get gray, it gets very obvious. Your roots start turning very quickly. So my hairstylist said, well, it'd be easier to make you blonde, and the gray would be less noticeable, as your roots start growing out. So over the years, I started getting blonder and blonder and blonder. And anybody knows that if you have blonde hair, you can't relax your hair, because bleach and relaxer do not mix, or your hair will be on the floor of the salon. So obviously I can't relax my hair and use high lift color. So, but all of this is mine. It is not weave, it is not wig, it is not anything. And all of this is natural. It is not sew in, it is not clip in, it is not anything but mine. And for a long time, it was, it was semi long, but it was not this long. It was not this long and this thick. And everywhere I go now, I get lots of compliments on my hair. People who have known me for years are asking me what I'm doing to it, what I'm doing different. And the only thing I tell them is that I've switched to When, because that's the only explanation I have for it. I've always gone to the salon. I go to the salon once a week. Everybody knows every Wednesday I go to the salon. So my hairstylist even says that she knows it's the When. That I bring my When to the salon with me, and she does my hair with it. And when I go in, people say, what is that? And I tell them it's When. So she knows. My hairstylist will vouch for it. She has switched to it. She knows it's the When that's making the difference. One of the things I think that I hear people talking about is that the number of pumps of product you have to use. I would say that when you first start out, especially if you have ethnic hair, and when we say ethnic, we don't just mean, that you've got, thick, curly, coarse hair. When you first start using it, sometimes our hair is dry because it's not been conditioned enough, it's been colored, it's had relaxer on it, and it's breaking, and you ladies know what I mean. Chaz tells us to use, maybe 10 pumps per 4 sections of hair. But after a couple of years, what I have found out is, now that my hair is in good condition, I don't need that much on my hair. So as your hair gets in better and better condition, you will find that you need less and less of the product. Some people, I see them complaining about the small bottles that it comes in. If you order it from the website or from QVC, you can order a 32-ounce bottle, and instead of the 16-ounce bottles. And when you order the 32-ounce bottle, you're going to get much better value for your money. And actually, 1 or 2 times a year, QVC sells a gallon bottle, and they also do it on easy payments. So you have to be looking for that gallon bottle, because when you get that gallon bottle, it's going to last you a really, really, really long time. So you might want to be on the lookout for that, because that's going to be your best deal of all, is to get that gallon bottle if you're committed to doing that. And I'm committed to it. I'm never going to put shampoo on my hair again. Not to mention it's good for the environment. We don't need that sulfate, the sulfates and the detergents going back into the water. It's going back into our water supply, so we don't need that. But it's better to get that good deal for your hair, and it's good for your pocket. Also, like I said, when your hair gets in good condition, it's nice and moist in its condition, you're going to use less of it as your hair becomes more moisturized. Especially if your hair is colored, if you've been relaxing it, you're going to use less of it. A couple of things that I use. They talk about the kind of shampoo that you use. I've heard some people say they're using the sweet almond and the pomegranate, and I think we get a little wrapped up in the I don't want, they're not flavors, they're the varieties that he offers, because there are a lot of them. But Chaz specifically says that if you have ethnic hair, curly hair, thick hair, coarse hair, and or color treated hair, you should be using the fig. And I did start off using the fig, but what I eventually switched to was this. This is called the 613. And the 613 is the most deep conditioning that he offers. And because I have high lift color in my hair, I switched to this. And the 613 costs more than the others. A 32-ounce bottle on QVC costs about $49.50, I think. This 32-ounce bottle costs $61. So that gives you an idea of the difference in what's going on in these bottles of shampoo. This is supposed to have the deepest conditioning, the most botanicals, whatever he's putting in it. And I asked my stylist, I said, do you see a difference between the two of them? And she said, yes, she sees a difference between the fig and between the 613. So I have stayed with the 613. Another thing that I use is I do use the fig styling cream. I think I've seen some people say, well, you know, they order these kits that they get on the late night infomercials, where you get a kit of all the different things that are being offered. And the styling cream is really it's a leave-in conditioner, it's a polishing gel, and a polishing gloss, and a lightweight gel. And when you've done the washing of your hair and you finished the second wash and you've rinsed everything out, you're supposed to take 1 or 2 pumps, depending on the length of your hair, 1 or 2 pumps of the cleansing conditioner. Put that back in your hair, comb it back through. Then you would take, now this says 1 or 2 pumps on here, because my hair's a little longer. I take about 4 or 5 pumps of this and put this in my hair, so it gives it a little, grip, a little oomph, to hold some curl when I get it, because I get my hair blow dried. I don't sit under the dryer. I'm not sitting under the dryer for 2 hours. That's out. So I get about 4 or 5 pumps of this to put in my hair, so that when that round brush goes in with that blow dryer, this is gonna give it some grip. And that's what the styling gel is for. It's gonna give it some nice shine, and it's going to give it some light gel in it to give it some hold. So that's what that is for, because I've heard some people say, well, this came in the kit, but I haven't used it yet because I don't quite know what it's for. But I would think, too, if you wore your hair naturally, that's going to help your natural curls, too, keep the frizz out. Because I can wear my hair naturally curly, too. If I wanted to just wet it and wear it naturally curly, I could do that. But I think it would help your natural curls too, just to stay, nice and springy and keep the frizz from coming into them. I think it would help your natural curls with that too. Also, what I use is the texture balm, the fig texture balm. It comes in a stick. It almost looks like deodorant, and you take that and you rub it on your palms. And it's got a lot of beeswax and stuff in it. So when you put that on your palms, you're going to have to, rub it on your palms and then rub it on your hands, 10, 12, 15 times to warm up the beeswax and get it nice and warm before you, rub it through your hair, rub it on the ends of your hair, and then maybe even, around our baby hair, those areas, to tame any flyaways so you don't have a lot of flyaways. And that's for, after your hair is dry and after it's styled, you would put it on like that. So, it keeps your hair, and, it gives it a little hold, gives it a little hold and keeps it in place. So it's not flying around everywhere. And especially on a humid day when maybe it's raining or something and you're worried about your hair falling after you get it styled right away, you would put it on then to keep it in place. So those are a couple of finishing pieces that I think are important to use in these products. I think that people think they're supposed to use this thing once and see some immediate benefit from it. I think the first time you use it, yeah, you're going to wash your hair and it's going to feel good. And when that stuff hits your scalp, especially, you do feel that nice tingling feeling and your scalp feels really clean and really nice. It does feel nice. But I think the best benefit you're going to see is over some long-term use, and see your hair start to get stronger and healthier. You're going to see it stop breaking. You're going to see it getting longer, and that's going to be the biggest benefit you're going to see from it. Whether you're wearing your hair natural or whether you're still relaxing it. I think if you're still relaxing it, I think it's really going to help if you're relaxing it, because a relaxer is going to dry it out and it's going to tend to break. So I think you really ought to get away from regular shampoos and move to something like Wind that's going to keep your hair strong, so you can keep it as healthy as possible. So anyway, I hope that this helps anybody who's on the brink of thinking about switching to Wind, wondering whether it's worth the price. I think it's worth its weight in gold. Whatever Chaz Dean is doing over there, hey, it's working. I'm part of the Wind revolution. I hope that anybody who sees this and is thinking about it, at least give it a try. Buy one bottle and go through the bottle. I think after you buy that first bottle, I think you'll buy another bottle. So if you get it, good luck. I hope you enjoy it, and happy winning.